Welcome to 2D Trash Cast.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of 2D Trashcast. If we had to be characterized as any item in Mario Kart, it would probably be the banana peel. It's me, your boy, Existential Crisis, and with me I have Zaddy and neediest dude, Nick and Travis. What's up, guys?
Dude, I am hot, sweaty, and all yours.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that.
Well, you're welcome.
I'd love to peel you like a banana. Just
I'd
saying.
rather you not. I'd really rather you not.
Well, that's too fucking bad. It's not negotiable.
Oh, it's not negotiable. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah, so get your
You're getting
shit
peeled,
together,
Daddy, and you're gonna like it.
too.
Cause I'm the
If you
needy.
say.
Cause I'm the needy guy.
Yeah,
Okay.
Daddy, let's go.
Yeah, you're the neediest guy. Is neediest even a word?
The most needy.
That's the most needy. I feel like the
I'm
dramatic.
the most needy and most needy.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's super sick that this is a grammar podcast now.
Yeah, I'm glad. Now, also because Travis said that, it's also going to be our shortest podcast.
Yeah, we're done.
What's
go
wrong,
There we
huh?
go. Thanks, Travis.
I got
Good
other
track record.
I got other things to do today, so let's just. Well, I mean, I don't, but let's pretend.
You do. You have to turn the air conditioning back on before you have to take another
That's-
shower.
That's goal number one. I have that. That's quest up here. That's the first quest on that list.
It's an S rank.
That's your
It's an
main
S rank quest.
Yeah, it's an S rank. There's no reward. It's just all payoff.
It just pops up over his head. Don't forget.
Yeah.
AC 24/7, baby.
Yeah, like I have like the quest marker floating up here. It's just like go that way. Turn it on.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine like if your life was dictated that way? Like
Honestly, it
you wake
probably,
up.
as far as my life goes, it would be beneficial.
Actually, it probably would be more beneficial to other people, more so than not,
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
included.
I could use a
Yeah.
little bit of guidance. I'll tell you that
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, I think we all can.
Yeah.
So, how's your Friday's been so far?
Going all right.
Mhm.
Not too bad. Finally got insurance claims and stuff settled for the deer that wrecked my car.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
did you get? What about the deer's family? You gonna give them reparations?
No, I just sent some guy over to tell him, like, hey,
As like the
Hey-
deer just
hey,
laying
look,
on the road.
your mom's laying on the side of the road over there.
Yeah, but if mommy deers didn't die, then we wouldn't have got Bambi the movie.
Damn, is that true?
It is now.
That is, I mean,
Nick contributes to the Bambi sequel.
the live action.
The live action. What would a Bambi adaptation would just be like Planet Earth segments?
Yeah.
Just
His-
deer roaming around in the forest.
They finally got Frogger and Mom lost.
Yeah, dude. She was playing Frogger, all right.
Yeah, dude. So like, for those of you who are listening, we talked about it a bit off stream, but like Nick's situation with that whole deer kind of sounds like some BS to me.
What do you think? I'm
Personally.
lying or the deer's
No,
lying?
no. Just like, well,
Oh, the deer was
yeah,
lying on the ground.
You're just playing like LA Noir. Go for the deer, just press X to doubt.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. No, man. I was just cruising in the left lane, just trying to get past the slow motherfuckers in the right lane, and there's this like barrier on the left side because it's construction. It's a construction area,
Yeah,
and on top of the barrier, there's these green pylons.
yeah.
So, like you can't see over those pylons, and I'm pretty sure they're to prevent deer from jumping over.
Yeah.
That worked great. And just like out of nowhere, this deer jumps over the pylon, and like it might have been 1 to 2 feet in front of my car. Like I had zero time to react. I had zero time to put my brakes on, and I hit the deer going just full blown 50 miles an hour, like just no brakes at all. Just totally annihilated the deer. I got to. Can
Oh.
barely hear you guys, especially Tim.
Oh,
What's
man.
your problem, Tim?
Oh, well, how about now? We're lean closer. Oh, you know what?
I don't know. Maybe Silo needs to turn his computer up.
So, the volume's not at 10, is it?
I don't know.
I mean,
Hmm.
I can't change anything else.
Yeah, I have all of my settings all the way up. So I don't know.
Wait.
What? Ah,
Might be
What
good
would
now.
you do? What'd you do?
You know how that Xbox Game Bar has that mixer built in?
yeah.
You had it turned down.
I had that turned down to like 15.
Awesome.
Fucking
Fantastic.
absurd.
Well, I didn't think it would.
Fantastic.
I don't know if that actually affects it or not. So Silla can let us know
I
that.
yeah, I don't know.
Well, so I don't know if you're still in here, buddy, but good to go. All right, my man.
Thumbs up. Cool. We're good to go.
Oh, cool.
That's
My
so.
thumbs up.
That's
Like I
so.
still can't hear
That's
you,
so
but
fucking dumb that I can hear you
Yeah.
guys loud and clear, but it's coming through.
Yeah,
It's not
right.
coming through right on Twitch.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
now we're gonna be even louder.
Yeah, so I got the settlement stuff back, and the damages were $10,000 worth of damage on my car
Nuts.
from this deer. Yeah. So essentially, in the state of PA, if you get into an accident where your airbags deploy,
Yeah.
they have to replace all the safety features in your car, not just the one airbag,
Yeah.
and they have to replace your front seat.
Wait, that why was because does the front seat have the airbag too?
It's just a thing that they have to do because some damage could be done to like what holds your seat in. I don't know. They just have to do that. So like just the safety features alone were like $3,000.
Well, like I said, I think each airbag system's a couple grand. It's like
Well,
1,500.
for my car, they were $825, not counting labor fees. So they were $825 per airbag, and 3 of them deployed. So it was my front airbag and both of my side airbags. Why are you wearing my hoodie?
Damn.
Yeah, damn, Travis, get
Damn.
called out.
Travis is cosplaying as Tyler.
He'll be okay.
Because it's chilly in his house.
Yeah, it's a fucking icebox in this basement.
Bro, what's with you living like 10 minutes away from each other, but living on like the opposite ends of the equator?
Well, see, Tim, I have this thing called central air conditioning.
Yeah, Travis has central air, and I have air conditioners per room. So I get to be big sweaty.
Travis is like, I do this thing called live in the 21st century.
Travis literally has the white privilege.
No, because my bedroom's a fucking sauna. So
Yeah.
you gotta pick and choose your battles. I'd rather have the basement cooled.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dude, it needs to be cold all the time. I hate warm.
Literally all the time.
No, you're satanic.
Dude, you're off. Dude, you just
no, actually, no. I'd rather it be cold than hot because I could put a hoodie on like this and I'd be fine.
Yeah, you can put Tyler's hoodie on.
Yeah, you can just
Yes.
cosplay as Tyler all the time.
He's wearing it because it reminds him of him. It smells just like him.
I'm actually just wearing it because I didn't feel like walking upstairs to the hoodie.
No,
It's like-
you're wearing it because you miss him.
It
Don't
smells
lie.
like my basement closet, which kind of smells musty.
It's like the combination of like the Wolverine, like looking at the picture meme, but with the Spider-Man, like the two Spider-Men like pointing at each other. It's just Wolverine pointing at the cameras like I miss you, and it's just a picture of Tyler. So, but yeah, dude, like that deer just looked at your car and was just like,
it was
this is
like,
it.
yep, that's the one. Jumped over, dude.
You know,
Because like
listen,
there was a car in front of me, which was
Yeah.
like 3 car lengths ahead, and she
Uh-huh.
just didn't jump out in front of that one. Just decided mine was the one.
Thank God it was you and not me, because I would have fucking steamrolled that thing.
Yeah. And then Travis was like 5 seconds behind me, and he goes, "Damn, was that you?" Just like drives past me, and I'm like, "Yeah, that's me."
he's like, yeah, it's me.
Well, I was also
He's
in the last
like,
one.
"You good, dude?" And I'm like, "I mean, I'm alive."
Well, I didn't know he had a deer. I just saw the deer on the road. Who knows when they got hit? I just saw Nick's fucking airbags popped, which made me assume that I assumed he rear-ended somebody.
Nah, yeah, never caused an accident myself. I've gotten rid of 4 cars in my life, and none of them were my fault.
See, none of them were on his own terms.
Yeah, so
that's
so-
just the whims of fate going against you right there.
yeah, no, it's because my mom has cast numerous curses upon me.
She just wakes up and just reads like a scroll.
yeah, she just like draws a pentagram and lights some candles and like fuck my son.
She just picks up like really old giant eagle receipts.
Right,
Just reads off of them.
but thankfully, I'm getting like $800 less than what I paid for the car. So
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
I mean
I
that's
paid-
something, I guess.
Yeah, I paid
Alright.
10 grand. I paid 10 grand for the car. They're giving me 9,200. So
Okay, I
I'm not
mean,
mad. Not mad
yeah,
about it.
that's
I
not
mean,
bad. But
it's an
still,
inconvenience,
yeah,
but it's taken care of. I'll just gotta get a new one. Move on. That's all.
yeah. Well, at least you're okay, yeah,
Yeah.
because deer can like fuck, like it can fuck people
Well,
up like, in the dark.
I was telling Travis this. Like, I was not mad. Like, it
Mhm.
happened. It was out of my control. Wasn't even mad. Like, Travis came pick me up. You can ask him. I wasn't mad at all. And then I got home, and the first thing that happens
Yeah.
is I get blamed for it by my grandmother. That's what
Dang.
made me mad. I I come home and I'm like, hey, she's like, what are you doing home so early? I'm like, hit a deer on 79. My car's like totaled. Travis dropped me off. She's like, why would you kill a deer?
You're just like, yeah, because I was totally telling the deer to get in
Like,
front of my car.
what do you mean, bro? She's like, I can't believe you would do that.
He was like,
Nick
what do
had
you
a
want me to
candlelight
do?
vigil on the side of 79.
Yeah, like she was like, what? She was like, why would you do that? You were probably speeding. I was like, dude, I could have died. And all you care about is this stupid fucking deer.
Yeah,
Fuck that
priorities,
deer.
dude.
I'm 100% getting a hunting license next year and fucking up all the deer. Fuck you.
They built that new highway to the airport, and I'm pretty sure they took away a bunch of fucking habitats for them deer because there are
Yeah,
so many fucking dead ones on the highway. It's disgusting.
dude.
Really?
There's at least three new deer on the highway
Uh,
every day on my way to work.
That's
At
between
least three, and
Crafton.
that's between Crafton and Washington. So
really?
10-mile stretch.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I see at least 3 to 4 dead deer, like new dead deer a week, if not more.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hey,
Scrape.
Yo,
Scribbles.
Scribbles. What's up, Scripps?
How you doing, man? Doing
Good
okay?
good to see you in chat.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for joining us. Grab a lukewarm beer or some like really cold milk.
Somebody put a
Yeah.
bunch of fucking body armors on my beer in my beer drawer, and now they're all warm because there was just too much shit in the drawer. So now I'm just sitting here sipping on a lukewarm beer.
Man,
What
so that
have you
sounds
missed? Nothing much yet. Just making fun of my deer stuff that happened.
yeah.
Me telling Tim I was gonna peel him like a banana.
Yeah, and us fantasizing about what Tim looks like without clothes on.
Spoilers. Pretty good. That was pretty good. That deer got wrecked. Yeah, I think that's an understatement. That deer got pretty dead.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, I think might be a slight understatement, but
yeah. So that's all over with. But moving
yeah,
on with life.
yeah.
Damn, I'm a
Well,
swell guy. I drove Nick home
I know.
and worked
What a
overtime
nice
today.
dude.
yeah. Give this guy a
Give me,
Nobel
What a
give me,
nice
Peace Prize.
guy.
give me a gold star.
Yeah,
What a
give me a
nice
gold star for
dude.
being a regular person. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
power
the deer.
levels, bro.
Yeah, the deer's power level. It was actually 9,000 because he did $10,000 worth of damage to my car. So
Yeah, but your bank
he went.
account got a $9,000 power up, so it's okay.
Yeah. So
You drove that
uh,
car for basically $800.
basically, yeah.
Basically. That's
Yeah.
not bad. I mean, all things
3 years,
considered.
$800. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit is right.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's a bit to talk about. Have you guys seen the demo for Scarlet Nexus, that anime game?
I've been looking into that. I'm kind of definitely wanting to buy it.
Yeah. So well,
Yeah.
I think if you play like the Xbox Series, either the Series X, I think it's just the Series X. Like the demo's out like now, so you
Okay.
could go like pick it up and give it a shakedown if you want. I think PlayStation's comes out like next week, sometime next week. So yeah, I was also looking at it, and apparently it's like, because I'm not gonna lie, I was about to write it off as like, this is just a slightly better Sword Art Online game, like the ones we've been seeing like over the past
It kind of
5 years or
looks like a Devil May Cry.
so. Oh, you think
Combat.
it's like
It looks fast paced enough to be like that to me.
Okay, yeah, I mean, it kind of does, yeah, because initially I was gonna be like, at first I was looking at it, I was like, it looks like, I was like, I mean, it looks good, don't get me wrong, and I'm pretty sure it'll run fine on like consoles and PC.
Yeah.
But then I saw like more gameplay as the demo was being played, and I was like, yeah, to your point, I was like, oh yeah, this is definitely more of a faster paced battle system, similar to Devil May Cry or Nier, games like that.
Yeah.
So the way that they had panned it out was that you can pick either between the girl or boy character, right? And so supposedly at first I thought, oh, okay, so you just pick whatever gender you want to be, and then you can just run with it. But in actuality, it's two separate storylines. So you can so you can play one, and then it'll be like apparently. So supposedly from what the demo has shown, you'll see different story aspects for each character.
Yeah.
So that's pretty neat. In the event that you beat with the one route, you can always go to the other route. And I would imagine
a little bit of replay value on there.
Yeah, and I think they'll intertwine. And the combat system looks pretty in depth for what it's supposed to be. I think
it looks pretty engaging.
Isn't that game similar to Scarlet Nexus? Not Scarlet Nexus. I mean Code Vein.
No, so Code Vein plays more. It's more Souls-like.
Yeah, Code Vein's a little bit.
For some reason, I thought it was supposed to be like identical.
I think like similar themes, maybe. Right? Like, do they both have to deal with vampires?
I have no idea, actually.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about Scarlet.
Wait, was Scarlet Nexus supposed to be like Code Vein or Tales?
No idea.
I thought they marketed them. I thought they marketed them pretty similarly.
I've never heard. Well, I mean, it's both Bandai, so.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't remember where I saw it at, but I could have sworn that they said it was going to be like one or the other. Like it was going to be either like Code Vein or Tales of like Arise or whatever.
It's definitely a hack and slash. So.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a game that I'm never going to play, but.
Yeah, you'll just watch the anime.
Yes.
I mean, it is having an anime. So. Yeah, I think it is having an anime adaptation. So.
Yeah.
Could watch that instead. But to be fair, anime adaptations of video games tend to be either mediocre or dog shit. So
yeah, my life's mediocre and dog shit at the same time.
And you don't think for a second, oh, maybe I shouldn't be either of these things.
No, the man just likes to live.
All right,
I haven't gotten my power up yet.
Well, with that attitude, you'll never.
We're still waiting for the training arc.
The training arc that never shows up.
Travis is forever the Class B.
Demon Slayer Ninja Storm coming this year. Yeah, so
bro, I'm fucking hyped for it. Ren Goku's...
I'm hyped for that too, yeah.
Yeah.
Ren Goku's fucking power moves look so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Man, I was like watching the gameplay for that, and then on paper you could say, like at a glance, you'd be like, oh yeah, this plays similar to like Ninja Storm 3-4, right? Maybe even the earlier iterations. But like the thing is that I think it'll be probably a little bit more in depth in terms of like actually how you would play an arena brawler fighting game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I appreciate that if that's the case. The only thing that sucks about games like these ones is I'm pretty sure they don't give a shit about netcoding. Like in other words, like the online's probably going to be ass, which for some is fine.
It's not gonna matter to me.
I'd say I can't wait to play it, but Tim's gonna fucking spend every fucking waking hour of his existence grinding it out and against the trading dummies. And then I'm gonna come back one day and my cheeks are gonna get clapped harder than Eva Khalifa's. And then I'll never play it again.
Yeah,
I don't play fighting games online.
I had a conversation in somebody else's stream. I don't remember if it was Scribs or Glesses, but he was talking about Jump Force, and I said, "Oh yeah, another painfully shitty game that I pre-ordered." He's like, "No, it's a great game." ... that you play once every 10 months, then wonder why you turn it on.
It definitely wasn't Jump Force because that game wasn't bad. It was bad no matter how many times you played it.
The problem, I think.
Yeah, I don't think it was that bad. I liked it.
Jump Force was garbo, dude.
Yeah,
that game was absolutely.
I
terrible.
had fun with it.
See, this is the reason why shitty anime games will keep coming out because Travis is just like,
because
I like
people like Travis. He's like, it's fine. I mean,
oh yeah, says the kid that played Fighters for what? How many hours? As much as I played Rocket League.
Hey. I made use of that time. Okay, I don't regret it.
Yeah, but Fighters is a good game though.
No, it's not.
Fighters has shit on them, I'll admit. Well, it's not dog shit if you have decent internet. Like I think that goes for the case with most fighting games. Like if you have decent internet, it's fine.
But enough people like Fighters.
Well, yeah, because Dragon Ball carries hard
for it to be considered a good game. Nobody likes Jump Force.
Is there like a game rating website I can go look and see?
Wait, which is better?
Yeah. No,
You
no.
just
I
Google
just want to
it.
see how. I just want to see how like people feel about it.
You just
Like-
Google it.
Like Jump Force or Fighters?
Jump Force.
I think people like some of the stuff that Jump Force has to offer, like the aesthetic.
It's rated a 7 out of 10 on Steam.
Yeah, so it's like it's cool because it's an amalgamation of like all the shonen.
Jump
properties.
Force is bogged down by a bunch of unappealing visuals, a lackluster story, and repetitive gameplay. As deep as the roster is, after you play it a couple times, you're gonna realize it's too simple and lacks some dynamic.
Yeah, it's about. I mean, look, I don't expect like games like that to have like super complex like fighting systems like Blaze Blue or Guilty Gear, Under Night and shit like that.
Yeah.
But like, I think people were kind of turned off by the aesthetic. I mean, I didn't mind the aesthetic, but
I thought it looked great. I
well,
thought
yeah.
it looked like they just turned to 3D. It looked like 3D CG, like CG.
It's just that some of the graphics just look like too realistic. Like some characters just look super weird. Like with that rendering, it's just people were like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "What is this portrait fighting for?"
And also adding Yugi and Kaiba is stupid.
That was cool. Biden is a dark magician, dude.
I mean, the idea was it's kind of like how Pokemon Trainer works in Smash, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
So I guess it's the same thing. And on top of that, like they kind of already have that with like JoJo characters because they have the stands or whatever.
Yeah, I suppose.
So I mean,
Yeah, but
What?
that's also like how fucking the One Piece game added Shanks as a playable character, even though you've never seen Shanks fight a day in his fucking life.
yeah, I mean they kind of have to make up moves for him because you don't really know shit about him, pretty much. I
You
mean,
just take it as you go. It's just whatever.
yeah. I mean, Burning Blood. I don't know about Burning Blood. Actually didn't like it that much.
I don't know what POS2 NGS is.
PSO2 is that a fantasy,
Fantasy Star.
online too? Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know what
it's new-
NGS is though.
Yeah. What's that?
That's New Genesis. That's the that's that
Oh, New Genesis.
that's like the sequel reboot make. I actually don't know what it is. I think it's supposed to be.
I thought that was already out.
What? No, not New Genesis. I think there was like a closed beta for it recently. But
Oh, so what's the one that just came out then?
that was just the port of. Wait, we're
That
talking
was
about.
ju-
Are we,
that
wait,
was
we're
just-
talking about PS2 still?
Fantasy Star Online
Yeah.
2.
That was
No,
just
no,
that
no.
coming out in general.
Yeah, that was like the global release because it was always like in Japan, right?
Yeah.
So like what we got was the global release finally, and now because I think of its recent successes, they're going ahead and making this one. Like it looks real nice from what I've seen. Like,
Okay.
it's
How
really good.
about
I wouldn't
the
mind.
Akame, or the Kill the Kill yeah, the Kill the Kill game that came out 5 years after the show.
That game. Okay. I don't know if
Yeah.
it's gonna be a hot take. That game is actually really good,
I
but
think it was okay. I think it was okay for what it was.
I think it did a really
I would
good
say
job.
I would say it was good for what it was.
Yeah, I think it did a really good job in nailing the aesthetic down.
Yeah.
I think it's just the support for that game was just fucking dead on arrival.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, first of all, to Silo's point, it was 5 years after the show.
Right.
And Kill la Kill isn't like a show that I guess it stands the test of time, but it's not like super popular to where they could do something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's not fresh in people's minds anymore. So
Yeah.
I feel like it was just kind of like hardcore fans of Kill la Kill
I
probably
feel like
got
every
it.
like Trigun and Cowboy Bebop fan, for every like 5 Trigun Cowboy Bebop fans, there's like one Kill la Kill fan.
Probably less. I'd say for like every 20, there's like one.
Yeah, right.
Like
I mean, I like Kill la Kill. I enjoyed the anime.
I actually never watched it, never got around to it.
Kill la Kill's a super fun show, if nothing else.
It's fun, yeah.
It's definitely
It still has like the terrible trigger ending that they all have, but
well, actually, you know what though? In comparison to some other ones, I'd say it has one of the better endings because I just find it great. It's just like
Kill la Kill over Gore, better than Gore and Logan. I agree.
that's a hot take.
No, I 100% agree with that.
You liked it better than Gurren Lagann?
I've never watched that either.
I did like it better than Gore and Logan, and made by the same team.
Yeah, well, that was when they were still like what? was it
Gynex. Yeah,
Some
Studio Gynex, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I liked Gurren Lagann for what it was, but like, I don't know. I just like towards the end, I was just like, didn't care anymore. I felt like it was too long. Maybe I don't know.
thought it dragged out. I don't know. It's just for me personally. I love absurdity in like anime and stuff. So like Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann like just hit that sweet spot because it just the anime for both of those just gets so ridiculous near the end. You're just like, I don't know if I'm watching the same show anymore.
Yeah, and they always got to go bigger than Earth. Like on both of those shows, they went bigger than Earth. On freaking what's it called? Darling in the Franxx, they went bigger than Earth. Like they always got to go bigger than Earth and have super shiny shit going on.
Dude, but that's what makes it so like visually intense and cool. It's just like
it's always a visual spectacle when it comes to them.
Darling in the Franxx, Kill la Kill, Nick's favorite show or movie.
Am I the one? Am I the only person who doesn't feel like Darling in the Franxx is as good as people think it is?
But that's the thing, though. You're just saying what the rest of the internet's saying. People love to hate that show.
No, I didn't think it was that good when I watched it. I thought 02 was the best part of the show. But other than that, I don't think that I didn't really care for the show, especially the ending.
First 16 episodes are fine. I agree. It kind of went downhill in the second half. I agree with that.
Oh, it sounds like every other show.
It sounds like every
other project.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's like when you raise the stakes so high, you can only do so much.
My thing is they always flunk around the end. I feel like
it's always either because they started off too strong and then they started to slow down and then they started to lose popularity and they okay, cut this shit. We're getting rid of it.
Well, it's always a roller coaster ride when it comes to Trigger. It's always like starting off on this super high, like holy shit, what the fuck's going on? And then it's just swoop, and then slow, and then it goes through this like dive bomb, and then like all of a sudden they're in space. And it's like, and it just drives way back up, makes no sense. And to Silo's point, here anime original problems. They're all anime originals. There are no source material for any of this stuff.
That's true because like now that I'm watching the zombie, like it's not a Trigger property, but Zombieland Saga, the second season is just kind of meh. Like the first season was really good, and the second one's just like okay.
It's good, but maybe I don't know. It's good, but they stopped the first season too early.
And then like they ended it at that point with the detective, and now like I wanted them to continue from that.
Yeah,
and it's 7-8 episodes in, and they're just now continuing it.
Yeah, so Zombieland Saga season 1 ended at like this huge cliffhanger, and you're like, holy shit, what's gonna happen next? I can't believe that's the last episode. And then season 2 comes out, and they don't even talk about it. They don't even talk about what happened.
Yeah, maybe it's like one of those things that was like, when sometimes you get like a Blu-ray release, they have like an OVA. I mean, PA Works is pretty. I feel like PA Works has garnered a reputation among some anime fans for making some pretty good original works. I can see Travis talking with
son of a bitch. I had to sneeze, so I muted my mic and never turned it back on.
Oh, that's awesome.
I love it. Can we have like
you know what I love? You know what I love doing? You know what I love doing when I'm editing the YouTube videos? Putting in LOL Travis muted his mic again. That's what I love doing.
I'm just gonna start sneezing onto the stream. I don't even fucking care anymore.
Nah, man, no. You know what you gotta do? You just gotta start dubbing over the stuff when he's not talking. You can't hear it on stream.
Yeah. I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna dub Travis's voice. That's my own.
So fucking dumb, dude.
Right, but going back to like Zombieland season 2, I think it's kind of like the novelty of the whole entire premise of Zombieland Saga kind of wore off, and it's been a while since season 1. I think.
It was like a year.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long.
I don't even think it's the novelty thing. It's they took a really hype moment, thinking that they're gonna continue on from it. They're gonna get into the rest of the characters' backstories. The detective's gonna try to catch them. They're gonna try to become like idols on top of dodging this detective dude, and then all of a sudden it's just based off of this failure you didn't even get to see happen. You have no fucking clue why they failed. They're adding all this fucking side character drama while they're working, trying to pay their debt back off for failing this concert, and it's just like, dude, it's boring.
Yeah. But I think that kind of drives my point a bit, right? Because it's like once the flair of all that's worn off a bit, Like, you want to be hyped for the second season, but now once it's around, I mean, this is for me. I'm just speaking for me, really. But it's kind of like, I'll live if I don't watch it week to week. I want to watch it when it stops airing. Yeah, probably. I'll probably get around to it like near the last episode, but I think I'll be okay this season not watching it.
Right.
But people have said for what it is, it's still not, it's not bad, right?
Yeah.
I don't think people are like shitting on it. It's just that sometimes the hype is worn out for some. So, Travis saw a ghost. So,
I didn't see a ghost. I saw a dude in his underwear walk by holding up a t-shirt.
dude, you whipped your head so fast. I thought I was just going to spin full
Yeah,
circle.
because I wanted to make sure that I wanted to confirm that's what I was seeing behind me.
I was like, it's not a ghost.
He told me to
Wait,
turn
who-
off his camera, and then he just came. He didn't even stop to like give me a chance to turn off my camera. He just came.
Wait, who was it?
Noah.
Oh, Noah.
Well, thanks, Noah.
Well, fuck Noah. Tell him I said hi, though.
He just
well,
came.
going
Naughty.
naughty. It's like Freaky Fred. No. But going back to anime games, right? Before we move on, if you were to think of a franchise you haven't seen get adapted to a video game yet, like, is there any in like particular that come to mind that you wouldn't mind, like, even if it's like a visual novel per se?
I would
Is
really
there-
like to see a Naruto video game.
Oh wow, we don't. God, I guess you just have to play the other fucking 50.
You know what
that
I
come out.
really want to see?
What?
An open world Dragon Ball Z game.
Oh, okay. So just gonna totally abandon.
You know what would
Kakarot.
actually be really cool?
Wow, maybe give a serious answer for once,
I was
Travis.
just gonna say, you know, what would be really cool. Like even if it was like super powered, kind of like Captain Tsubasa. Like a Haikyuu video game would be fun.
I think it would be. I actually think it would
like
be.
that. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty
Like
sweet.
just a 2v2, you can pick two fucking people from the entire series and just fucking super powered volleyball dick each other down. I think it'd
Yeah.
be fun.
Well,
Yeah, I
that's
think-
tough. That's tough, man. A genre that I would like to see animated,
Yeah, I mean, it can be like anything. Say
or
it's like-
not animated, but into a video
into a
game.
video game, yeah. Because I think that can stem from, right? Because Captain Tsubasa is like Travis said, like Captain Tsubasa is like, I'm pretty sure it's a franchise that no one of the modern generation knows.
I
Yeah,
watched
really?
all of it as much as I could find.
Yeah.
But it's a fantastic game. Like, visually, it's really fun. Even if you don't like soccer, like, as a sport, it's
Like,
really good.
I'm like looking around at my posters, trying to think, like, is there anything that's not a video game?
Well, Nick's looking around.
yeah,
Haikyuu's actually getting a phone game.
That was it, really.
It's getting.
I wouldn't be surprised.
a Kakaguri gambling game. I wouldn't be surprised if that's already like a JP mobile
How would
game.
that work though? Would you just gamble like your?
It could be like one of those like Poker Stars games, but like I don't know.
yeah.
One of the girls pops up whenever you puts a card down or some shit. I have no idea.
It's like Honey Pop, but Kakaguri gambling.
Yeah, right.
Crazy, just crazy. I have
Yeah.
faces everywhere.
Oh, Eye Shield 21. Let's do that.
That
I
actually,
mean-
that'd be fun. Actually, Ice Shield's actually pretty good. I never finished it because there were just
It'd
too many.
be like a Blitz the League style.
It legit would be. I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
It would.
That's all I
Captain
can think
Tsubasa-
of though is like sports games. I don't know. Like
I
ReZero has a video game that's
It's more visual novel.
not that good, but
are we
I
talking
think
visual.
like everything would end up being like either an arena brawler or fucking clone of Dynasty Warriors though.
For the most part, it'd definitely be the most entertained idea, I think. But I think you can come up with. I'm pretty sure you can come up with a little bit more unique ones. I mean, even like I said, even if you wanted to have just a visual novel, of something,
Everything
you could do
changes
something.
when we get full dive VR.
Yeah.
Well, that would just be SAO on roids.
I can't
Yeah.
wait to die first because I don't know how to fucking block. I just
Whoa.
went in balls deep.
Well, you brought it up, Tim. Did you have one in mind?
I don't know. I guess maybe it would be like, it'd be cool for me to see like a Hunter x Hunter video game, like straight up. I think that would be kind of cool to play through.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Just
dodge getting diddled.
yeah. You could just, yeah, it's like Silent Hill, but instead of dodging Pyramid Head, you just got to run away from Hisoka. So basically, what's gonna happen?
Oh God.
Yeah, but I mean, I think a Hunter x Hunter, because like people like rave about it like all the time now. I mean, now that it hasn't been going on because it's been on a hiatus for like a couple of years.
Right.
I think it would spirit of the game alive. Plus, I think it's a shonen title that's not really touched up upon, even though I want to say it's still pretty popular, like globally.
Right.
Actually, a game that I don't know if it exists or not. Does Berserk have a game?
It does, the
I
Man of the
have
Hawk.
two that I know of that
Oh,
were
the other one, the Sword of it's like the earlier the Dreamcast one.
yeah,
right?
Dreamcast Sword of the Berserk, which is a super rare game.
Yeah.
Does it have like a game that's in like modern times?
Yeah, for PS4.
Does it?
Yeah, the Man of the Hawk game. Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
The Man of the Hawk is like more just it's quote it's kind of Dynasty Warriors ish.
Yeah, I
more
would put it kind of in that general category. It's fun. It's a fun game. It is.
It's not bad, but because like of the whole because Dynasty Warriors I think benefits from being able to use multiple characters like all the time, but
Yeah,
Band of the Hawk you're really just reduced to what Casca, Guts, Griffith, maybe Rickert. I don't remember.
I didn't play it that far to know. Yeah, I played it a bit. I bought it for like $20 at GameStop or something.
No, you gotta uphold the Berserk tradition of adaptations. You just gotta play till the end of the Golden Age arc, and then you stop.
Yeah, that's it. Just quit.
That's the only arc that technically exists anymore.
It's the Frieza arc of
It's the
Berserk.
Frieza, you just replayed the Frieza arc multiple times. God.
It's the Frieza arc. Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
Berserk. Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm sad, thanks. Fuck you, Travis.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, yeah. So since we're on it, because so the creator of Berserk, Kentaro Miura, has passed away. Or he passed away on May 6th. But I guess no one knew until
Well, they didn't announce it until yesterday.
Yeah, so I mean that caught everybody off guard. I mean, to be honest, that's the thing, right? So there's a lot to say about this whole situation in general. I mean, it's sad. It's very sad. Don't get me wrong. It's well, I shouldn't say kind of. It's very disheartening. You know, when you have to read news like that, especially someone is highly praised, whose works are highly praised as well, as Miura's has been.
Yeah, and influential, and
I mean, and to go back to the general situation of things, right? Kentaro Miura's like the whole health thing. When it comes to like the whole health thing, right? You know how like it's always like a running joke when someone goes like, "Oh, well, we're all gonna die before we see the end of X show because the source writer has probably health issues, like chronic health issues that keep them from really being able to continue on a consistent level." And we make the joke for ourselves because I think personally we're mostly confident that at the end of the day they'll end up finishing the work. Like no one expects the author to really just drop up and just die, which is
no matter how many hiatuses he takes.
Yeah, right. I mean, of course, we always want to center, personally for me, right? And I'm hoping this opinion kind of like is a more universal opinion, right? But the author's health, of course, matters first. Like I don't care if like we don't get chapters like for a long time. Like I'd rather just have the author be in like good health to even, and even if they want to continue the series at that point,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Then I'd rather have that because I think after his death, people started really like I think like Togashi again, the writer of Hunter x Hunter, because he's also known for having like chronic health problems. I think the writer for Vinland Saga has known for being like health issues as well, and I'm not sure, I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on this, but I think if I also remember right, Hajime no Ippo's author also has had some issues with health, and Oda, of course, writing One Piece.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean.
I mean, you got to figure. I mean, it's not exactly a healthy, profession. I mean, they're sitting most of their life and long hours and
in the dark by yourself.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly the healthiest of professions, especially guys like those guys that you named. I mean, they basically dump their entire lives into their art, into their product, into what they're making. So I think a lot of that goes into their health issues.
Right, and a lot of authors definitely have or professionalism and perfectionism, to be honest, because some people will not regardless of health problems, you can tell like some people have a lot of passion towards like the projects that they make because they want to finish them so bad. But I mean, this goes back to what Togashi said. I think I'm not going to say it verbatim because I don't remember the verbatim, but like apparently like, there's some articles that have had people interview him and he's just like, I'm partially scared that I'm going to, to die before I even finish, Hunter x Hunter or whatever.
Right.
It's like, when you hear stuff like that,
I feel like people just need to let Hunter x Hunter go. Just what happens.
But that's the thing. Togashi's like, but I want to finish it. Like that's the thing. Togashi really wants to finish it out.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like the author themselves. It'd be one thing if it was like, fans of the series wanting more, but and that's it. But like the author, I think, wants to finish it, of course, as much as
Well, I mean,
as the fans
that's his
want more
fucking
stuff.
baby now, and now all he's known for is the dude that couldn't fucking finish his series.
Well, yeah. Well, are we talking like Togashi wise or?
Huh? Like
Like-
Hunter x Hunter is just a joke for like it's not like a joke of a manga, but like it's like a running gag in the anime community. It's hiatus x hiatus.
Yeah, we call it that because but at the same time we're always like, okay, but your health does come first. Like realistically speak, jokes
Yeah,
aside.
but I feel like part of his desire to finish it is just to prove people wrong. Like, haha, Hunter x Hunter's actually done.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, honestly, I would too. I'd be like, yeah, dude, you know what? Screw these guys.
You know what?
I
Fuck
really-
you guys. I'm gonna finish this son of a bitch.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, even so, like personally, even if he would not to finish it, right? He already has one successful franchise on his back, and that's in Yu Yu Hakusho, so he'll be fine. But it's like
and it's already been like long enough to where it's like if he never continues it.
yeah. I mean, for those of you who haven't read or watched Hunter x Hunter, I think you'll be fine. This is personal take, right? I think you'll be fine if you read Hunter x Hunter now, and you'll get to a certain point, and you can be like, yeah, I'm good. I wouldn't mind not reading the rest of it. But I mean, I know there's a lot of people who are reading, the continuities past that certain point.
Yeah.
And, of course we want to see them. And at the same time, I'm sure Togashi would like to write them out. And this is just one instance, right? This is one instance of one manga. And I think that, Miura's untimely passing is just, I think to everyone's point, right, is as if we couldn't get a bigger notice that, hey, have you not noticed like mangakas, like animators and all that stuff are like going through like some really bad problems? We should probably treat them better, like from the industry perspective,
Right.
looking at mangakas. Because if this is happening, like why are we? I don't know. I just feel like I think I would hope they can get better environments in it, to work with. But then again,
No, that's not to say Miura's death was a product of his work environment. That we're not saying that because we don't know.
We don't entirely know.
There's something to do with his. I looked it up. It's like one of his arteries burst, essentially, like kind of like an aneurysm type deal.
Yeah.
So that's not to say it's a product of his work environment. We're just, you're just saying, essentially, that it could. There are situations where it could be the product of the work environment.
Yeah, it's just that like you hear cases like these.
Yeah.
And I can't blame anybody, and maybe it's also me included in that, like having the mindset of, damn, dude, like how many people are we just gonna lose to, overworking themselves to past the point of exhaustion, perhaps.
Yeah, right.
And again, it's like you said, it could just be like it could just be other health issues going beyond that. So
right.
But that's what I'm saying. And going back to like Berserk as a whole, or just Miura's works as a whole, like Gigantomachia. I don't know if I doubt anyone's really read or heard of it, but Gigantomachia is also decent. It's like a decent work as well. It's trash. Wait, which one?
I think he's talking about Berserk. I'll say the anime is trash, yeah, but we'll get to that.
Oh yeah, the anime is. But Gigantomachia is like, what was the story's like? Was 100 million years into the future. It's like some like crazy futuristic Greek mythological war kind of setting to it with Miura's artwork. And I think he was like an assistant to Ippo, like when he first started out. He was an assistant to Hajime no, when he was working on Hajime no Ippo. But then like I think he was like the author of Ippo was like, all right, well, I have nothing to teach you. You're too fucking good. So
right, yeah.
Do whatever you want, man. So
I mean, that's how a lot of the bigger name, like mangakas come out, though. They all start off as like somebody's assistant and then just branch off from there and have their own work.
yeah. So the thing about Berserk, right? And so I will compliment Tyler's "It's trash" take, even though that is one of the dumber takes he probably would have had in his life. Uh, so yeah, I will admit Berserk's not for everybody. In fact, I would say, uh, if like the idea of a dark fantasy in general bothers you,
Yeah.
um, yeah, then yeah, it's probably not your cup of tea. And
Yeah,
I can't. I,
the thing about Berserk is you have to really be into dark fantasy. I mean, that's like basically the bottom line. And I'm just speaking for the manga, not the anime.
no, the anime is again. We'll touch up on that in a second. But yeah, when it comes to yeah, Berserk, like this dark fantasy aspects, right? It's But I mean, it's also like uplifting in its own way, right? Because it's basically a story about just a man persevering against like all the struggles life could possibly throw at you to the extreme.
Literally all the struggles.
Yeah, like as a just if you could just imagine every awful thing to the extreme in that time period happening to you, and you still having, the just the pure tenacity to not like give in and all that. It's very heartwarming in its own way, but it is very morbid. Because
Yeah, and
a
very
lot
dark.
of awful stuff happens. Don't get me wrong. It's
I mean, it takes dark fantasy to a whole another meaning at some parts.
Yeah. I mean, so many people. I should say. There's like so many creative works out there that I feel like are definitely inspired by Berserk. You can
Oh,
just tell like
sure. I mean,
the homages are there. Like
yeah,
the more recent, easier examples, right, would be like the Dark Knights from Final Fantasy 14,
yeah.
more or less are like inspired off of Berserk's designs.
I
Uh,
mean, Dark
yeah,
Souls. Dark
yeah,
Souls
yeah,
in general. I mean, Miyazaki has said like Berserk is one of my influences. He has like some of his armors look like Berserk's black armor.
hmm yeah,
The
yeah,
Moonlight Great Sword. No, not the Moonlight Great Sword. Just the Great Sword in general. Like looks like Berserk's Great Sword.
yeah.
Like he took a lot of influence from that. So like without Miura and his work, we wouldn't have stuff like Dark Souls.
Yeah, Dark Souls is like definitely a good progenitor from the ideas and thematics of Berserk,
Mhm.
right? And then like there's other things too. I think like Black Clover. I think some of its designs you could definitely attribute to Berserk. Like I'm pretty sure Asta's like big ass sword is more or less fucking Guts' Buster sword,
Right.
and I think some of his later moves probably resemble the Berserker armor.
Ike
Fucking
Ike from Fire Emblem.
yeah, like from Fire Emblem. Fucking Lancelot. Lancelot's like literally like from Fate Zero, the
Yeah.
Berserker class.
Yeah.
Literally just has Berserker armor on, more or less.
Except for his minigun.
Except for the mini, yeah. The difference is Guts transformed to a fighter jet, yes.
Yeah, I've never seen
And
Guts do that.
he doesn't have that going on. But like, yeah, there's just so many references that can be pulled to Berserk, but like it's a very nice homage too.
Yeah.
And the fact that the series won't really get the happy ending that Miura would probably want for Guts is just awful. We're just kind of now just in this permanent limbo. It's
It's
you
a
know
shame that you turned me on to go Berserk with the anime first, because now I don't care about the series. So
the
thanks.
thing is, but here's okay. So the anime, right? The anime definitely I personally, this is I don't know, again, I don't know if this is a hot take, but personally the CG films, was it 4C Studio 4C? I think 4C made them, but the studio films, right, from like the 2010s, I
Yeah.
thought were like okay, right?
Right.
Weren't bad, and like I won't complain about them. The '97 anime, a lot of people have gripes with, but probably say aesthetically, it's probably
The
closest.
closest. Yeah, yeah, the closest.
It's the closest you'll get to a representation of what the manga looks like. And of course, we're about to get. Then there's whatever Berserk 2016 was.
Yeah.
God, whatever that was.
We
I'm
just like
trying
to pretend that never happened.
to pretend. Well, we can't because it actually progressed the story past the Golden Age arc,
I know.
like extensively. And I'm like,
Yeah, but that got canceled because it was bad.
and now we're getting like I guess it's like a 3D live action, whatever Netflix is trying to do with it.
I won't
And
watch
I have no hopes for it. Maybe now that my expectations are so low for that adaptation, maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. But I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm betting against it. I mean,
So
hate to say it, but there's too much evidence.
yeah. Okay, so now let me attempt Travis. I mean, I doubt it'll work. But this is for people similar to Travis who have been introduced either to the anime first or are on the fence. Berserk, even though it's very uncomfortable and very unsettling at times, I think is in its own regard probably a masterpiece that will never go truly finished at this point, right? But I think it is still worth reading. If the panel you don't see as my picture at the moment while we're streaming isn't any indication of what kind of quality you'll get from pretty much page to page for like every chapter, like just on a visual perspective, not even talking just about like how crazy and like amazing the story is at times.
Bro, that's a panel from Black Clover.
Yeah, yeah, it is a panel. How'd you know? Yeah, but you get stuff like this like on the rec, and the quality of Berserk shouldn't be understated. It is definitely far and away for me, it's like one of the best, I think, manga I've read, like, period. I would say it's probably one of my favorite, like, of all time. But again, that goes to preferences, so I can understand. Like I said, if you don't like this kind of stuff, like dark fantasy might not be your cup of tea. But I mean, there's also like some positive like messages, like in undertones that are like strewn out, like within the story that I think a lot of people could use, especially if they're in a dark place. I think that would actually work for them. But yeah, it goes without saying, it's the loss is like, it's very heavy. It lays heavy with a lot of anime manga fans alike, and it's a pretty big blow for not only Mira's family and the industry as well, but it just sucks overall. Like when you have to hear news like this in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's all I can say. Really, just if you want to get into Berserk, I suggest, try it. Give it a shot.
Well, I mean, you can't right now because everything Berserk is sold out. But in a couple months, when I hate to say the hype, but you know how the internet is. They take something like this and turn it kind of into their own thing.
Into like a profit machine.
They run wild with it. Gotta rescue it.
Yeah. Why? Yeah. I mean, because who knows if they'll even who knows if like his assistants will try to even continue it? Like, I don't know. I doubt it because I don't know if he can achieve like that kind of consistency.
I don't even think you should.
I don't think you should. I personally don't think you should.
Yeah. Personally, I think you should just let it rest. You know what I mean? I mean, Miura's gone.
Maybe if he had a partner, if he was like, they weren't assistants, but they like it was like a co-partner.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Miura's trusted all of it. He trusts all of his assistants, right? Like that he's worked with.
Yeah, but that's writing, Tim. That's not with just helping him. That's actually like they're gonna be taking over.
Yeah, well, Miura's also like a perfectionist anyway. So it's like,
I mean, and who knows what kind of storyboards he had prepared, or even if he's shown anybody any storyboards for the upcoming, whatever.
Tim, this ain't Monty. It ain't Ruby. He's not just like, hey, here's the end. I don't give a fuck how you get there, but this is how it's ending.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? Because it's kind of like Miura's now on that list of like possibly great series, like just never having like the ending that they probably need. Berserk's one of them. Monty with Ruby, the author that was a Daisuke Sato for High School of the Dead. I know people like probably wouldn't regard that series along.
I actually liked High School of the Dead a lot.
People did like High School of the Dead.
I mean, High School of the Dead's a solid show, though. I mean, once you get past all the the boobs and the fan service and stuff, it's not bad.
The story really wasn't that bad. I mean, it was very heavy on the fan service, but it wasn't that bad. Yeah.
It's enjoyable.
Yeah, and it's just like
it's not on par with.
It's enjoyable, and my dick just happens to agree.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, we're in the same agreement. No way.
Holy shit, we're on the same wavelength for once.
But overall, it sucks, and it's like another. I mean, I guess if you want to attribute to like another late creator, Satoshi Kon, the guy who made like Perfect Blue, Tokyo Godfathers, shows like that. It's shows and movies like that. It's it's kind of like I feel like it's the waves are being felt on like that same magnitude.
It's probably
For
because
Lost.
new series just fucking start and end within 25 chapters.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? It's just
I mean,
it,
that's obviously that happens every fucking year. It's not like it's just a new thing.
yeah, right. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, go read Berserk or any of other Miura's works if you can get your hands on them.
Yeah,
So.
when you can get your hands on them.
Dang, that sucks. I don't even know where to go from here because that made me sad.
We were gonna save it for last.
Yeah, but we brought it up, and I was like, all right,
Yeah,
well, we might as well segue into it since we're there.
yeah, but no, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, as long I think people can still always appreciate the works that he's made. I think that's what you want to do
Right.
ultimately after a creator's passing. Is you want to go and appreciate the work that they've created.
Yeah.
That they've given for like fans of the series or people who would become fans of the series, right? Stuff like that. So there's really no segue for this next part, and I feel fucked up for even just segueing out of it. But so Tokyo Revengers, right?
I mean,
So
don't give any spoilers.
I'm spoiling the whole thing now. You said that.
I'll leave.
Really, Nick? The episode wasn't very eventful.
I won't spoil it. I won't spoil
No,
it.
but
But
Well, I believe you. I've just been watching Naruto. Like I said, I didn't
Dude.
have time to watch it.
yeah,
it's
like
fake and dumb.
so, like Tokyo Revengers, I think might be like the grand slam of the season, perhaps.
Definitely the best show this season.
Yeah, without preferences aside for like.
I mean, I'm sticking with 86 as my favorite this season, but I think Tokyo Revengers is the best of the season.
Yeah, I think Tokyo.
That's what probably I'll stick with that all season. Probably
Yeah, I think
what I'll end off with.
yeah, Tokyo Revengers definitely hits in ways I wasn't expecting because like I remember I know I think we said this in previous podcasts, right? So, but I like it's not the show that you expect it to be. Like at least this far in, I think now. For sure. Like I wasn't expecting it to be like this crazy with the plots it's trying to like drive across. I thought it was just going to be like something more straightforward, but I was like, oh well.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting half of what was going. Like at all. Like I knew it had to do with like some time travel here. Like I knew it had like a time travel plot, but like I wasn't expecting it to be as, I guess, thick. I don't know. I don't know like the right word to use for it.
I think 2 episodes ago is when it drove it home that it's not like just some like bullshitty time traveling show.
Well, that and dude jumping off the
That's
roof.
what I mean. That was
yeah.
Like I thought it was just gonna be like some like dumb like I'm gonna rewrite the past thing until that dude's just like, you need to save us. I knew you could time travel.
Well, that and like the different plot twists that are going on, like with so and so killing so and so, and then it's like, well, he wouldn't do that. Why would he do that? And then he goes back in time and he's like figuring out all these different, like he's being like a detective, but not. He doesn't even know it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like uncovering all these different plot.
Well,
like,
also the problem is every time he goes back to the future, the past as he do it changes. So like, as he fucking was laying there in the fucking karaoke booth with that girl, because she wanted to be turned into a woman.
Well, it's not necessarily that that's the past that he didn't know. It's just the past that he tried to forget.
Maybe, but there's also stuff that's happening that he doesn't remember, like that didn't happen.
Well, yeah, because he never joined up with Mikey originally.
Yeah,
like in
his friend stabbed that dude, which is so that and he ended up in jail and shit. So like that's changed too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think also like the way it implements its time travel system is very like pretty. Not I wouldn't say it's airtight, but it's definitely good enough to make that series work.
Yeah, right. It doesn't require a whole lot of like.
You don't think too much.
Yeah. It's just like, okay, whatever. That's how they talk.
That being said, thinking because there's like still like 17 episodes to throw me a curveball somewhere, and be like, all right, now I have questions, asshole.
Yeah, right. Because we're only like halfway through the season or something like that.
Not even. I think we're not even. Yeah, we're not halfway through it yet. We're not halfway through the show yet. But
so we have tons of time.
Oh yeah,
to be
definitely.
like, what the
I
fuck
actually
is
don't
going
even
on?
think that there's like a limit. Like they don't have like a amount of episodes that they're gonna put out listed.
I thought it was gonna be. Oh no, I think we went over this last time. Yeah, there
Yeah,
wasn't.
it's just like indefinite. Indefinite.
I mean, I'd be cool with that. But didn't Tokyo? I don't know when the start date was. So I'm not. You know, and I'm not gonna say it. I could have sworn it was recent. Ish.
It just started this season, I think.
No, Revengers? No, like the manga. Like I mean,
No.
like
Oh,
I
that
don't
I
know.
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not entirely too sure. I want to say it's like more recent than like retro. If that makes any sense.
2017.
Yeah. See, so it is relatively recent. So, damn. So we're just.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's gonna adapt as far as it can and just wait a while before season 2 comes up because I think it's in that. I think it's gonna.
It has
catapult.
206 chapters.
Oh, that's a lot. Oh, so it's weekly.
I mean, that's a good amount. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weekly, so it's like pretty much it's been releasing every week.
May
Besides-
18th was chapter 206.
Cool. So I wonder how fast it's adapting its chapters. I'm not. I guess I won't go into it because I don't know like how much spoiler territory.
Yeah,
I just
I-
wouldn't get to if I tried.
Yeah, I'm not going to read it until the season's over.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I won't even read it then. As long
Yeah,
as
I'm
there's-
not sure if I read it.
No, because once the season's over, I'm going to be like, dude, I just need to know what's next. So I'll have to read it.
Oh man, see, I mean, I get that, yeah, but the problem for me is that if I do that, I tend to not end up watching the further adaptations in almost all cases.
See, it depends on how invested I am and how much I like it. Like Ace of Diamond, when the new season comes out for that, I'm 100% watching every episode, like the day it airs.
Bro,
No questions about it. My
Bro.
Hero Academia,
uh,
I still haven't watched a single episode this season.
dude, I'm telling you right now, it slaps. I'm telling you right now, it slaps. Like it's definitely had the strongest start, I think, out of almost all the seasons. Like it's doing so well. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised by how well it's doing.
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
I just know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was reading chat.
No,
No, I don't doubt that. I just know that like there was like a couple chapters, like a couple, like an arc or so before Villain Academia that I just did not care about reading.
Yeah.
So like it's, I just like I don't care about the anime.
Ah man, I mean I get it, right? I personally, it's for me. I definitely would say if there was a season. Well, I guess I shouldn't say if there was a season you should watch 5. Okay, but you'd have to watch like at least 1 through 4 first, I guess. But
Yeah.
I mean, if I were to pick a season that had a really good start over all the others, I'd say 5 is definitely hitting right now, and especially considering that I didn't really care too much about that arc that they're adapting now, like in the manga when I was originally reading it. I was like, it's good, but I don't know shit about it.
I mean,
But-
I'm going to watch it. I am going to watch it, but I'm going to just basically pull what I pull for every Hero Academia's season and wait till it's like 3 episodes until it's finished. And then just like binge all the way up to it and then watch the next 3 episodes as they're airing.
Yeah, that's fair if you're a cretin.
I am a Cretan. Do you not see the sweat dripping off of me?
No, dude, you're just a sponge right now, dog. Look at you.
Me and Nick spent
squeeze your head, you'll bleed out water.
Me and Nick spent like 15 minutes earlier debating on how the fuck the manga's gonna end.
What, of Hero Academia?
Yeah, like how we're not gonna get into it because people that haven't read it, but like we were talking about how there's too many characters and too many fucking loose ends for them to wrap it up neatly, and we have a feeling it's gonna end up like being the Demon Slayer ending.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna fall apart like Demon Slayer did.
I
towards the end.
think it has the chance to do that.
Yeah.
I'll sit on the other side.
I'm gonna
on this
hold
one.
out hope because I want it to end good because I'm this far along.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spoiler warning for anybody that is in this chat if you haven't read the manga yet. RIP, sorry. I think Deku is splitting off from the group and doing his own thing was the best thing to happen for the manga.
So
As
I
far as
agree.
progressing forward.
I agree. And then to add to that, I think at first, when we had both said, "Oh, don't save. This doesn't work in this case. You cannot talk no jutsu your way out of this one."
Yeah.
But then when they gave alternate ways of saving, I was like, "All right, fair." Okay, I'll take that. If you take
Yeah,
that
but
route,
he's definitely gonna do talk no jutsu. I don't
he's
give a
gonna.
shit
You know,
what
I
you
hope. Okay,
say.
okay.
He's
It'll be
def-
fine if he attempts it. It doesn't work, and
I
then he has to
see.
do the alternate
See,
method.
I think okay. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think talk no jutsu is gonna work. I think he's going to try. He's gonna do the fight, and then when he wins the fight, the person he's fighting realizes where he was wrong.
I bet it's gonna have like a mom.
It's gonna be like a.
He's gonna have like a
It,
mom flashback.
he's gonna have like a flashback of his family and his grandma and stuff like that, and then it's gonna be like a Darth Vader redemption kind of deal, and then he's gonna die.
But the thing is, like, they already gave his backstory too much detail to really turn back on what they did. You know what I mean?
No,
I
I agree, but like he could
I know.
write in something else, like a
Yeah,
happy memory of his or something. I don't fucking know, dude.
he's had brain
Like,
lapses.
literally 90% of the things we thought were gonna happen in the last 100 chapters didn't happen. So
Yeah,
who
but
the
see,
fuck knows?
the problem is that I have is there's no clean way to wrap up the Dobby thing now that they.
No, yeah, like we talked about at work, I agree. They should have done that during the war arc. The fact that they didn't wrap up the Todoroki stuff, and now it's kind of left in the open,
Like
and they kind of moved
them
past it.
dragging the Todoroki family garbage into this fucking ending, which should be all about fucking like one for all for one. Now you have to. What are they gonna do with the rest of the league? Like, what are they gonna do with Dobby? How are they gonna? You can't save Toga. Toga's impossible to save. Like she's not gonna be saved. So what are they gonna do? Is she just gonna fucking ride off into the sunset?
No, so I imagine they could do a thing where, okay, so the Todoroki thing, right? The whole Endeavor stuff, which I think they should. I'm fine with them letting it ride out as far as it did because they've made Dobby out to be, stupid strong. Like his quirk is stupid strong.
Yeah.
Because even Endeavor's like, yeah, dude, he only really has one backdraw, but other than that, he'd technically be stronger than me. So,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, if and this is the number one hero talking, right? So if he's saying this, okay, that's fair. Then you have to Then you have to close it out this way. And it's
Yeah.
not like they just threw that plot out of nowhere. They've been kind of foreshadowing it since end of season 1, beginning of season 2.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah. Especially the anime. The anime gave away like the plot in the endings, like of the show, like the end song and the end credits. They gave away the plot hints like so much during that time that nobody even realized it.
Well, it's like one of those out of context.
We all called the Dobby thing, at least in our we all called the Dobby thing like season 2, like season 1.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
because the pictures in the end credits.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. I still think it's like one of those out of context things, largely though. Like where it's like, if you read it, it's like if you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like
But
it was just easy to put together. We all saw that coming, and then it happened, and we were like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. At the very least, I would imagine people have definitely formulated some sort of idea.
Yeah,
At that
yeah.
point, right. But
I had a good wrap up. What I explained it to Travis. I was like, this is what should happen with the Dobby and Todoroki stuff, and I explained it to him, and he was like, yeah, but that was in One Piece, and I was like, God damn it, I'm so tired of One Piece and Naruto already having all of the shonen ideas.
Tim, he wanted it to end kind of like how Ace and Luffy did.
Yeah, which I didn't.
yeah, sorry. One Piece kind of took that one.
Yeah. One Piece and Naruto have all of the shonen tropes. So as soon as you're like, yeah, it should go this way, it's like, yeah, but Naruto already did that, or One Piece already did that.
Deku's pulling a Naruto now. Like, hey, come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
back to the village.
Yeah, he's Green Naruto.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Horikoshi's definitely been inspired. I'm pretty sure like Oda's like one of like his inspirations anyway. So
Yeah.
You know
so
what
I
we
would,
need to do? We just need to have Eri turn the world back in time to just get rid of all these quirks.
wait, what?
We just need to have Eri go berserk and affect the world instead of people.
Yeah, that won't be OP or anything.
I mean, she's already OP as shit. She doesn't know how to control it.
Well, the thing is like we have the trank darts, right? So like that, I'm glad they kind of introduced those.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of introduced. It kind of sucks the way they introduced
They
them. Not like
introduced them, but I don't.
Yeah.
They could have done without it too.
I don't. You think? I don't know. I think
Because like what other than Lemillion, what other effect does it have on the fucking world other than them just threatening to use them? I mean, unless they
Right,
come into unless they have like a big role later on, they're kind of useless.
Well,
For
because it's also kind of an afterthought now.
well, it's an afterthought because it was like, yeah, I agree. So in that instance, you could say it was like very hyper specific in the way that you had to use it,
Yeah.
but the fact that it exists means that if there were something like Aerie going berserk and that's a bad thing, you'd be like, all right, time to give her the horse trank. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they have the option. The option's there for Horikoshi to use at his dispense, or you know what I mean. So at his discretion. That's the word.
Yeah.
So
I do think the writing's falling apart a little bit.
um
I think it's still very interesting right now, and I think it's at a very interesting spot in the manga. I think this is probably one of the more interesting spots in the series in general. I definitely think that. And like I said, I think the best thing to happen, spoiler warning, was Deku splitting off from the school. I think that is the best choice he made as far as writing. Because if he would have kept it going with all of those different characters, I think it would have severely fallen apart. I think he would have definitely suffered going forward, keeping all of those characters in the limelight instead of just focusing on a couple characters that he's like
It's gonna
right
be
now.
Bakugo, Todoroki, and maybe Kirishima.
honestly, I don't know. After those chapters, I'm pretty sure that yeah, you could argue that they're the strongest three. Well, I don't know about Kirishima, but
Well, that
Bakugo-
dude that was part of that spoilers was part of Deku's mind looked like him.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, while it's true, it's possible. I mean,
Might be
I'm
some
gonna
like
chalk it up.
Yeah,
descendants.
that might just be coincidence.
Yeah, I'm gonna on this one. I'll chalk it up to design choice. Personally.
We could be wrong though. I mean,
we could be wrong.
It
Yeah,
could be like it could be like some ancestry thing.
We've literally been wrong for 250 chapters, so we could be wrong again.
Plus, not total spoilers. New chapter slaps. So,
New chapter.
yeah.
I just read it today and I don't even remember it, so it didn't sound that much.
Dude, shut up! I'm just kidding.
To be fair, I didn't read it super deep. I was at work talking to Travis.
It was pretty action heavy, more or less, but I kind of liked where they were going with it.
It was action heavy?
I thought so. I mean, for I'd say a good chunk of that chapter was mostly action.
Let me pull it up.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah,
The new
check it out.
chapter of Hero Academia was action heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Bro, what did I read earlier?
Easy Diamond.
Oh no, I didn't read the new chapter. I reread 311.
I'm gonna slap.
I reread 311. I'll have to read. I'll read.
Tim, on a good note, though, Adam said that One Piece is the best manga he's ever read.
Yeah,
Adam, what did I say he was at?
Chapter. He's in the middle of Fishman Island.
Yeah,
he's okay. What the number is.
So I said this. I probably in season 1 of the podcast. Go read One Piece. What are you doing?
Well, he listened to you.
Thank you. See, Adam, you're a good guy.
651. That's what chapter is on. 651.
I showed him the clip of the best part of Fishman Island.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
No, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Tim knows what I'm talking about.
I know.
He said it's the what is it? A stink bug, bro. Where do these stink bugs come from?
They're coming out
on Namek, dude.
They're coming out of your pores, bro.
Man.
Yeah, but his exact words were, "I'm on chapter 6, whatever. One Piece is. I'm saying it now. One Piece is the best manga I've ever read, even though I've only read one."
I'm telling you. Look. I will say it again for everyone to possibly hear, dude. When it's all said and done, One Piece goes down as one of the greatest modern fictions ever told. Period. Bar none. Oda's a genius. That man is a madman, and in a lot of aspects. I shouldn't say every aspect, but in a lot of aspects, the dude's a mad lad. And I respect him for doing all the shit he's been able to pull off within that series. So once again,
fingers stink like stink bug.
Me too. But
I think in within the next year, I'm gonna start collecting all the One Piece mangas. Just to
I'm gonna do that. But
Good luck. Good luck finding some of them old chapters, dude.
Yeah, man. It'd
Well,
be
then
tough.
again, One Piece is probably popular enough where they probably
You could buy
recirculate
box
them.
sets and shit
Yeah, I was gonna say,
too.
they probably recirculate some of them old chapters now.
Yeah, I mean, One Piece as a whole just reigns supreme in terms of like, how easily accessible the manga
Box
is.
East Blue and Baroque work arc volumes 1 through 23, $170.
That's
Not
not
bad.
bad.
Not bad. I'd take it. I don't know where you
No,
put it.
that's not.
I
Volumes
spent more on that on fucking Act 1 of Ace of Diamond.
volume
Yeah.
2 through 46 is 148. Volume 3 is 47 through 70. Set 4 is 71 through 90. So you're looking at like $600 right there.
Ooh. I mean, overall, like if you were to split up paycheck money, right?
Yeah.
Not bad. All things considered.
No, they come in sweet boxes too.
Yeah, if you're like a collector, that'd be kind of tight.
Yeah.
Easier for storage too.
Oh yeah,
on,
for
on
sure.
the, on the shelf, yeah.
Yeah. I wish I had more room to put anything anymore.
That's
But
why I
do
slowed down on purchasing manga. I literally have no room on my
Neither does
bookshelf.
Tyler. I walk into my bedroom and there's just a stack of like 12 mangas on his desk.
Yeah, it's just
Tyler just makes a blanket to sleep in.
yeah, because I just got like 4 manga and I have nowhere to put them. Like it's just sitting on my desk.
I don't even collect manga, so like I don't even have any, but I don't even have any room on my shelf, so I'm gonna have to make room for that Demon Slayer box set that comes out.
Yeah, you're gonna figure it out.
Yeah, at some point you'll figure it out. But yeah, that's cool but that's cool overall. He's like reading One Piece.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
yeah,
I know it's
like, you
very,
know what? I mean, he reads Hero Academia weekly whenever it updates.
yeah.
And One Piece. Those are other than that, he's a comic book guy. But
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I mean, of course, I can't. One Piece is very daunting. Like we can all. agree to
Yeah,
that.
I feel like it'd be very hard like to fully grasp what you're reading, because like even the new chapters I have to read it like twice, like I told you earlier, because you gotta like the first time you can't read it and look at the picture, like look at the drawings at the same time. It's impossible. So like you gotta either you gotta like skim read it and look at the drawings and then go back to understand it, or you gotta just focus straight on dialogue and then go back and look at the pictures.
Right.
yeah, maybe if you have severe adult ADHD like you do.
No, there is so much shit happening on those fucking pages that it is hard to differentiate what the fuck is happening.
Sometimes it can be like that when there's like more.
Bro,
when
you
the
can't tell me this entire fucking Wano arc where the backgrounds are so fucking in depth, like unnecessarily in depth, that it's not chaotic.
Sometimes it's like that. Yeah, I've seen that.
Guano, like bad guano.
Wait, what?
But
That was
Do you want me to?
bad-
Do you want me to
bad
end
joke.
you? Is this
Yeah.
what you want? Is this what
did
you
you
want
make a
right now?
shitty dad joke?
Literally, yes.
Yeah. Shit. I'm just kidding. But
Fuck
yeah,
you.
so it's very daunting, but I think it's worth getting into if if you really want to get into something to immerse yourself into.
Yeah.
It's very easy to be deterred to One Piece, but I can promise that you will get a lot of enjoyable plot threads and character developments between characters if you start reading it. I think it's worth. I'll say it as many times as I need to, really.
Yeah, here at 2D Trashcast, we stick to our guns.
2D Trash Cast.
Fuck you, Tim. I beat you to it.
Oh, good fucking job. And I guess the last thing I kind of want to bring up before we can kind of close out the stream. So for some of you who have been keeping up, yeah, we have basically more or less become part-time streamers. That's kind of cool, kinda. But I wanted to ask you two, right? So, like, how comfortable do you feel like streaming now? I mean, we only had like a couple under our belt, right? We're starting to get a little bit more consistent.
Yeah.
But how does it feel? Like, kind of getting into that.
I suck at any and all video games, and I have a shitty personality, so take it as you want.
I agree with the personality part for sure. I hate...
I like game.
No, you're fine, dude. You're just shy and you don't give a shit. But no, I think it's all right. I mean, it's fun.
Yeah.
But like my thing is like I have to have somebody to talk to because like my attention span for video games is very, very short.
Worse than mine for reading.
Yeah, so like I could be playing a video game for like 10 minutes and start looking at my phone or whatever if I'm not being occupied by something else at the same time.
Yeah.
So like you guys hopping in definitely helps because I'm at least able to like talk to you guys, play the game, and have more than one thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of keeps me going.
Yeah.
Because if I do like a solo one, or if like one of you aren't in the chat at least, then I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll do this for 15 minutes because
Like, I guess I'll do this until I have the urge to pee.
yeah, I got the you just like click on Twitch and it's just like my background and that's it, and just like me in the middle of fighting a graveler or something, and nobody's talking because I stepped away from my computer 35 minutes ago.
Yeah, like, I after streaming for just like a little bit, like a couple games now, like Thumper especially for me, like I realized how hard it has to be to keep up with someone that is chatting on your chat, right? But
Yeah.
also focusing on the game and make sure you're not fucking up. Sometimes that leads to content. But like as I was playing Thumper, I'm trying to like read what's going on. I'm like, fuck. I was like, oh yeah, but if I blink, I die. I literally die.
Yeah, right.
And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, give me a break. And Thumper's a game that where you literally blinking is death. So Roto eye drops, you need to sponsor me like now, because
Yeah.
burn through your eye drop. Like I will burn through all of your eye drops. Like I burned through my high school lunches back then.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how that fucking game works.
Okay, so the easiest way I can say it's just a rhythm game, but they use like industrial objects as instruments.
No, but is it like set on one button?
Literally, well, not necessarily, but like, well, yeah, I guess you could say it's like one button and directional inputs. So it's like just
Okay,
X. and
that's what I
directional.
thought. The directional inputs for those turns.
Yeah, and later on, I actually said it in the the stream I had earlier. It was like more of a guerrilla stream, I guess. But I'd said that essentially that I was like, there is no rhythm, I feel like, at all, because I'm like, there's nothing for me to really like vibe to in any sense. I can't really
Yeah.
and I throw myself off guard. But I realized the game actually, if you get all the stuff right, like including all the optional stuff, you actually build an actually good rhythm. But the problem is everything is going about, the slowest speed I've seen in Thumper so far to me is about 300 miles per hour. So
Yeah, right.
literally, like like I said,
it's pretty fast paced.
So that's
Yeah,
one of
so-
those games where I don't get that sense of speed while watching it. Like it
No.
doesn't look complicated when you're watching it. Since I've never played it, I can't attest to if it's actually hard or not.
Yeah, actually, I make it look easy.
Well, it looks hard to my slow brain. So
No, I was kidding when I said I make it. It's really hard. Like it's especially like if you haven't played it or haven't played it in a while. If it's a new experience for you, Thumper is a game in which you will. It is literally the Dark Souls of rhythm games. I mean that. Like that's not a joke. It's arguably the hardest rhythm game one of the hardest rhythm games I've ever played.
Dark Souls, the rhythm game. When?
Soon. I mean, we got one for Persona. We got one for Kingdom Hearts. When are we just gonna get one for Dark Souls? Whenever we get Bloodborne card. Whenever we get that. Damn, I actually saw that stink bug too.
Fucking bitch, dude.
Yo, man, here come the Namekians. You better become.
Nick hasn't been to a camp in a while to wage war on the fucking the chipmunks. So now he's got to wage war on bugs.
Damn, man, it sounds pretty oppressive of you.
Yeah, well, I'm white, so that's
Yeah.
what we do.
Damn, but that just happened. And now we have to end the streams. No, but yeah, Thumper's really fun. King DDD, but Thumper's really tough, but it's really fun.
Yeah.
I want to clear through that game. That's a goal. And then streaming, and like I'm looking at my games library and I'm like, damn, there's so much weird shit I could probably just stream, like
Yeah.
Echo the Dolphin.
Yeah, Echo the Dolphin's been interesting to watch.
I'm
been
telling
fun.
you, I'm
Hey,
telling
you know
you,
what
man.
you should do?
Yeah.
Tell your mom to calm the fuck down.
Listen, I'm gonna let them live their lives, so I'm not gonna tell them what to do. I like not dying. So.
Yeah, I know.
out
That's why I
here
want you. You should do it for the
telling-
Twitch chat.
Travis out here telling Asian people not to be happy.
I know.
No, I just
Fuck,
want to
man.
see Tim get his ass kicked.
Yeah,
I mean, why would you? My face is adorable.
we already went over that. I want to see Tim naked.
Yeah, I'm just trying to peel Tim like a banana.
Yeah, well, how about not a bruised banana, okay?
Uh,
But yeah, Echo the Dolphin has been fun. Like I said, Nick, I was like, we were playing the game. It's like, oh yeah, it's first. It's like, oh, I'm a dolphin. I get to talk to other dolphins.
yeah.
I get to talk to this blue whale.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
he's
Shout out
stuck
to
in our.
Autobot for carrying you.
Thank you. Yeah, officially today, or I was like 3 days old when I found out like some new tricks for that game, and I was like, huh, guess you can teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah, right.
It helped me out. I still died a lot, but it helped me out all the same. You don't get lost as much anymore, which is nice. So thank you, Autobot. You are the champion.
Came through with the big tips.
Yeah, dude, literally, it got me so aroused. So thanks, I appreciate that. I doubt they're in here, but
No, I don't think it is.
all the same. But yeah. So yeah, you're helping this baby whale, and then 5 missions later, you're like, oh, now you're time traveling to fight Ridley Scott's the alien. Okay, what? Why? And that's
And then you're carpet bombing something as a pterodactyl. Like,
yeah, you transform into a pterodactyl. Bomb the spaceships that's trying to bomb the Earth, but a crystal created an ethereal shield, and you're like, thinking about dolphins, right? I could have sworn that was on the box art.
yeah,
But I think becoming a part-time streamer is like very interesting. It's kind of cool for us because we kind of get to split off between what we get to do, like what we get to stream. So it keeps the content varied. If we're not, on the days, of course, when we're not podcasting, like tonight.
Yeah, it keeps the page active, and it kind of just keeps us active. And my ultimate goal was just to grow not a large community. I mean, that'd be cool if that happened, but just a small community that we could all just have fun, talk about anime, bullshit about video games.
So Silo and Scribs aren't alone in the chat.
Yeah. So Silo, Scribs, and Tyler aren't just
whenever Tyler's not throwing his his the heat of lightning takes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I'm glad that Tyler and Scribs and Tyler in chat. I mean, it kind of keeps us like more. Gives us more stuff to kind of just glaze over.
Yeah, and Tyler and Silo are always MVP as usual.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Of course, we always respect you guys for being in the chat, and just for anyone that comes and drops by and listens in general. I mean, we appreciate you all. Whether you hang around for a couple seconds or whole podcast, it's cool that you get to drop by, say hello or lurk, whatever you're choosing.
Yeah. One thing I do want to say before we do end is I want to talk about that stupid power filler for Naruto.
Oh shit!
The power arc.
Tim, did you watch it?
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while, but I've seen it.
It was off the wall.
What?
First of all, it was very good for filler, and it would have been a good movie.
Yeah, it's basically a movie split off into like 6 episodes.
But the fact that the placement that they used for like when they put it in the anime was stupid.
It's kind of like to me, it's as jank as how Shippuden started. You know what I mean? Where it's on like episode like 40, and you're like, wait, how, what, why?
Yeah.
But
like it was animated very well. All 5 of the episodes were very well animated. I will say that. But the last episode, well, first of all, Kabuto, what the fuck was up with his character design for that? They were just like androgynous.
He looks like Pito from
haired boy. I don't know. We'll just have him look totally different than normal.
Yeah. Right.
Also, he summoned Hidan. I was under the impression he couldn't do that.
Yeah, but this is Kabuto.
What?
Yeah, it's Kabuto. He can just do what he wants.
But he can't though, right? Because he can't summon Hidan.
Yeah, but filler.
I know, right? So that's whatever. You know what I mean? I get it. It's filler. It doesn't have to make sense. Mm-hmm. What were the 2 modes that he turns into, Travis, that were not announced yet?
So Tim, he did like so he was like losing his goddamn mind, thinking like, oh, there you go, here comes fucking Ninetales Rage mode, and then all of a sudden, Minato comes out of nowhere and he's like, channel the power, I believe in you. And he goes to fucking full Ninetales like chakra form, like tailed beast form, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of like how some of the Dragon Ball movies did this, or some of like Dragon Ball fillers done this, where they kind of pretty much leak out the foreshadowed ability or abilities that a main character is going to get later on, but it's not official.
Yeah, but then also Dad's words of encouragement weren't enough because he ends up losing his mind and going evil. and then the little girl's just like, "Don't do it, Naruto," and he's like, "Oh shit, you're right, bro." And
Uh,
then,
I
and then
mean,
he like reins in all of the nine-tailed chakra, like brings it back, and then he starts being like half Kurama mode, half not Kurama mode. It's just like flickering in and out of it, and it's like he
yeah,
doesn't do that yet.
yeah. So the idea is I think it's the equivalent to like Goku's false Super Saiyan thing.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about? Like where he powers up to like Super Saiyan, but isn't. He's
yeah,
not really Super Saiyan. It's not official
yeah.
because that wasn't officially happening yet
Right,
in
yeah.
the adaptation. So I think that's basically what it was. It's cool to see,
It
but
was
at the
cool
same
to see. Yeah,
time,
yeah.
you're like,
It was cool to see, and the fight was cool, and him being that nine-tailed chakra mode was cool. Like him,
yeah,
like basically piloting a giant chakra mech
yeah.
was cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
But story wise,
definitely some of the best filler.
oh for
Just
sure.
just made no fucking sense.
Oh yeah, yeah. In that regard, it's like I don't know what the fuck is happening, but I'm enjoying it, and that's all that matters, right? Yeah, and
but my thing is like it's a bad time to introduce. The reason why it's a bad time to introduce that it's Kurama mode, right, Travis? That he was like
Mm-hmm.
flickering in and out of.
yeah, it was like pre.
The
It was like
reason why it was dumb to have that there is because in the canon episodes he is already doing Kurama mode. So there's
mhm,
no reason to foreshadow it because he's already doing that.
right.
So why
Yeah,
even do it?
yeah. Who knows? I mean, maybe if
Why even do it? Just make it a movie.
they should have. They should. Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
one, it probably. I wouldn't even be surprised if it wasn't. I don't remember how the origin is, but I want to say it just could be. Yeah, you're right. It could be a movie. Maybe you
Yeah.
just like had placed it. Like wasn't there like filler beforehand before like he even got to the island anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like to go to do the Karama training anyway, right?
Yeah. They could have put this filler, they could have put the power arc before that, and it would have been better. It would have had more impact, I guess. It would
Yeah,
have been
because then
more
that's real. That would have been
because then
actually.
because
Yeah.
then you're looking hypothetically, you're watching it week to week. You're looking at that like, oh shit,
Mhm.
that's a cool ass mode. That's kind of like Super Saiyan or something. Like he's turning gold, but not gold. He's like flickering in and out of that. What's going
Yeah.
on with that? And then a couple episodes later, he's training to be learning how to do this, new mode. That would have made more sense.
Yeah. I don't know who I would actually try to lay blame on this one. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Crunchyroll. It was just like, but then again, but if it aired, but if it aired as it was supposed to in the episodes, right?
Yeah.
Then you would have to blame maybe, whatever whoever was
Yeah,
helming.
I don't think Crunchyroll's to blame for that one because
Yeah,
that would have just been a TV spot episode.
Probably just a period thing.
Yeah.
yeah, it could be whoever was like director or whatever, the producer just decided to be like, hey, we'll put this there.
To me, it feels like they were making a movie and then they were like, wait, we need to drag this out even more because that's what we do as Period. We drag it out way too long. So let's just cut this movie up into fifths and make them episodes.
Yeah, well, doesn't Period like? Well, I think Period drags it out because they go too fast. They're just like, hey, let's adapt 3 chapters per episode. It'd be like, bro, wait, hold on, wait, what about dinner and a movie first? You didn't
Yeah,
tell me
right.
any of this stuff. So
Yeah.
I think it's the reason they have to drag it out. It's like different from how like traditionally Toei would drag their stuff. Like for One Piece, how they would drag it out just using still shots and stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
Naruto-
they didn't have to.
no, I agree.
They didn't have to drag it out.
No, I agree.
It didn't have to be 700 episodes.
But I think that shows you how many times it got dangerously close to the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
but
is true. That is true. I keep forgetting about that. The manga was still going. So yeah, I guess in that sense they would have to slow it the fuck down for a little bit.
yeah, that's the thing, right? With at least how Period is treated like Naruto. It's like it's good. Like when it's just adapting the canon stuff, it's good. Like it's a solid adaptation. I want to say.
Yeah. I think so. I
But
mean, I'm enjoying it.
yeah, but when you get to the filler, at times you'll be like, all right, well, I guess they just caught up to the manga at some point.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, power is good.
That was good. It's good
Definitely
filler.
worth watching. Yeah, I can't wait till you get to the rest of that filler. You get the rest of the Naruto filler because you're gonna have a jolly good time. And I mean that 110%. With no sarcasm whatsoever.
That all sounded like sarcasm.
Because it was. So it was definitely sarcasm. But yeah, also going back to Silo, seeing the Kaguya-sama shower scene, it does slap. Probably more ways than one.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that OVA.
I have no fucking clue what that even is. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
Watch
no,
it.
I'm gonna have to do some research after this.
Yeah, research. So, we'll call it that, I guess.
I'm already in my underwear, so
Okay, well, you got to cut that out.
one step ahead.
Pixar didn't happen.
I'll send you a picture of my underwear if you want. They're all sweaty and gross.
I want to see Travis live react. Nah, it'll just be Travis the whole time. Just be like, just right there. That's the face, right there. That's the whole reaction. So,
but it's so good.
Yeah. All right, so well, I need you to now watch all the Toloveru OVAs and also write me a 5-page essay on how much you like them.
I already did.
Fuck you.
I didn't write it. I didn't write essays though.
I'm still making my thesis paper on why Haji Kuji's best girl.
Well, yeah, I hope you stay writing that thing and never finish it.
Yeah, write it forever. Also, nobody cares.
It is the only thing of Kaguya-sama I've seen. I mean, wait, so you've never seen the show?
he just watched some random shower OVA.
Yo, top 10 anime.
Talk about going to horny jail. That's Silo right now.
You catch the bonk crowbar, dog. Nah, I'm playing. So you should have to go check out that show. It's actually pretty funny.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
if you haven't seen it, I'm hard pressed to believe you actually never saw it. But if you haven't, go check it.
Yeah,
that's funny. But
trying to find. I'm on totally legitimate sites trying to find this OVA, and I can't find it.
Perfectly legitimate sites.
Yes.
Okay.
People are actually mad that something X-rated happened. Yeah, because it's like a fluffy anime. So they're probably seeing this OVA where something like, okay, you'll drop in Discord, cool. Yeah, so probably them seeing something like kind of out of the norm for the anime, they were like, rage, and they had people that watch this 10 years from now aren't gonna get it, or whatever Twitter people say now.
Or whatever, yeah. Okay. But I got nothing else to.
No, I gotta turn my AC on before I literally fucking die.
Yeah, dude, you look like you're about to turn into like muck.
I am probably as slimy as muck right now.
Well, Travis, you got any parting words before I run the outro? Sounds like a no. Okay.
I was thinking.
No, he's staring at his phone. We can see you. You're on camera.
No, you're getting the delay. But
yeah, what's up?
Fucking dickhead.
Nah, I forget now. Fuck you guys.
Oh, I was thinking.
I'm ending the stream now. Nobody cares about. Nobody gives a fuck about your outro. I'm ending the stream now.
No. We gotta do the outro.
Before he ends it up. Another episode of 2D Trashcast. If we had to be characterized as any item in Mario Kart, it would probably be the banana peel. It's me, your boy, Existential Crisis, and with me I had Zaddy and neediest dude, Nick and Travis.
I feel like I'm way more useless than a banana peel, but yeah, man. Thanks for everybody that's watching. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 2D_Trashcast. You can also find us on YouTube for all of our past episodes and this episode that will be up Monday.
Yes, and if you have missed it, check out Anchor FM for the audio only stuff. And also, now that we've become streamers to some extent, we'll try to stream content as much as we can. So look forward to that, I suppose.
Yep. I'll be streaming stupid stuff like Pokemon.
And I'll be streaming Dolphin versus Alien versus Predator Part 2.
Yeah, maybe one day I'll stream.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, one day we'll get there. But I mean, technically, you stream the podcast, so that's one thing.
I just don't feel like joining in the. All my games are like part of the meta now, like Rocket League and fucking Apex. So like, and Tarkov. So like, I don't know. I just get demoralized by the fucking numbers that they put up. So I'm just like,
play Rocket League. We can all be in there and make fun of you while you're doing bad.
Might do that after this, actually. So
sounds good.
Well, and with that, we will see you guys next time.
Bye.